25th, 2025 at 12:30 p.m. And this is the Friday listening party for Science. My new track. I'll talk about what I did today. I'll talk about future plans for releasing. And then we'll go into a listening party for Science. So, I keep on going to bed later and later, and keep on getting up later and later. I got up at 11 today, and then I made the blog post last night. I posted it, so that's everything's all done. That's why I'm late. Yeah, the song "Science." All right, little Russell is flopping very hard, so we're gonna talk about it. It has Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle has like I checked it. It's got like 2.5 or more million monthly listeners, and this is what it looks like. I got 53 plays so far. I usually expect to get 1,000 in the first 48 hours. It's got 53 plays. That's on par with my normal releases that aren't major features, and this has a double feature. I probably paid like $100 for it, and I won't see any of that money back from the streaming. And I really like the one with Capadonna, the prison industrial complex that has 2,000 all-time plays. So it's not really worth it to keep on getting these Anno Domini packs. They expand my audience, but at the same time they don't, because it doesn't push it off Spotify. So, make a long story short, I think I'm going to stop investing in the Anno Domini packs. I'm going to spend that money instead on marketing. With Instagram ads or collecting emails and building out my ecosystem for like a community. I made a marketing plan over the last couple of days. I need like $700 a month. And that included a $200 4-pack of Anno Domini features for the month, but I think I'm gonna cancel that considering it doesn't produce me anything. It doesn't. There's no the ROI. There's like no ROI. So like, let's see. ROI is return on investment. So I have seen some. The only features that I've bought that have really been worth it are so far have been the Lil Wayne feature, the DMX feature, and the Redman feature, and that's dwindling, and Big Pun. Nate Dogg is doing all right. And then even the one with Snoop Dogg. This is the one with Snoop Dogg and Gucci Mane. Can't see that. There you go. It tapers off after a while. And it doesn't return, like, you'll get some money back, but then it tapers off. And it's just not worth it unless it's a really big name. And even like I thought this Nipsey Hussle one would do well because he's a big name, and I get 54 plays, with a double feature. So I don't know if people just don't like science or but Spotify was really pushing it. Um, Spotify is paying the bills right now, and if I don't keep up the streams, I don't get money back to keep the system going. So I have to do something different. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna stop. I'm uploaded. I have like all my tracks done until like the end of the year. They're all like they're all like done and paid for and everything like that. Um, but after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have Ryan's beats, which I've invested in and I can make for cheap. So I might still upload every week with his beats, but otherwise I can't afford to keep on spending money on beats, and especially these major features, especially if they don't return anything. So um, I might stop releasing once a week. There's there's this guy I follow on TikTok. His name's Cam, and he's trying to become a hip hop artist, and he has a goal of getting 10,000 fans by December 31st. I hope he does it, but I don't think he's going to be successful. You basically got to spend money on marketing and reach your audience, which is what I'm going to start spending money on instead of these major features, because they're not procuring the income that I need to perpetuate the system. So it's just really disappointing. I do these major features because it pushes, it expands my audience while giving me a return, and if it doesn't produce for me, then I'm out. Like now I'm out $100 and doesn't do anything for me. Like the song is cool. Like I'm really proud of the song. Don't get me wrong. But it doesn't matter if no one hears it. So I'd like to say, uh, uh, Zen did a, and it's a shame because Zen did a great job. I really like the song. So maybe I shouldn't have called it science or something like that, and the audience is straight ignorant. But I mean, I have 750 followers on Spotify. Like 50 in the first, like, what is that? If it was 1,000, it would be like five. I can't do that math in my head. It's like 5% or something like that, less than that, of my followers. So not only is it not going out to my followers, like the feature didn't do anything. I could be wrong. There could be it could take off in a couple days or something like that. I've had one. I had a more lit like that, but that was because I uploaded it and it uploaded and then a couple days later it took off. So it could do that, but I seriously have to reevaluate because I cannot afford to have this flop. I have to change. I have to change my strategy if it doesn't produce income. So I just invested it in the hooks pack Anno Domini, and I think that's gonna be my last pack that I invest in. That was $150. It's got 10 hooks on it, 10 features on it. So I really wanted to get the G pack, but I couldn't afford it, and it only came with 4 features. And it's like, I have like, I gotta have like 20, I'm associated with 20 major rappers on these non exclusive features, and it's still not producing any result. It's producing some results. But these are from that that's from the Lil Wayne feature and DMX feature basically, and all the other ones are just wasted money. So the success is few and far between, and I can't afford it. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because I can't afford it. You're such a piece of shit, America. Hard work doesn't pay off. So don't ever let anybody tell you releasing once a week pays off, because it doesn't. I will have been releasing every month since 2021. Then it went to 2 times a month in like 2022 and 2023, and then in 2024 at the end of 2024 I started releasing every week, and then in 2025 I will release every week with along with 6 albums. In 2025 I will have released 6 albums and released every week, with the exception of like 3 weeks, whose weeks I release books. I need reviews for my books. That's Candle Mildew. This is one away, and you know, I still haven't blown up. I'm still struggling. I'm still like wondering how I'm going to pay for things. I'm still like going into debt to perpetuate it. So releasing once a week doesn't do anything. It may have done something for Russ, but that was a decade ago now, and I'm sure he did all the marketing things. So I'm just gonna prove basically that releasing once a week doesn't do it. America sucks, where hard work doesn't pay off, and it's all about marketing. So yeah, it's mostly all about building a community, and none of these platforms that you put your music on have places to build a community. You got to take them off their site and build a community on like, I'm gonna start a school group and start investing. I need to start investing. I'm gonna take that money I would spend on Anno Domini, and I'm gonna invest it in an email marketing campaign and promoting the music I already have, because once a week doesn't do shit. And it hasn't done anything for 4 years, or at least a full year, after 3 years of releasing once or twice a week. So it's a myth that hard work pays off. It doesn't in America. Having money pays off. I got into it with Cato once online, and I told him that his advice that you just need better music. I get my beats from platinum producing beat makers, and it's professionally produced. And if I'm not if the music isn't good enough, it's because the music costs money to make, and I don't have the money to make better music. I don't have the money to invest in it. So it's like, it's about building community. It's about reaching fans. It's not about releasing once a week. It's about getting customers. It's not about the music. And that's the system we've created here in America because it's a piece of shit. You won't blow up releasing once a week. And if you do, it's because you're lucky and not because that's the rule. You're the exception, not the rule. So, anyways, this is science.
How they gon' hear this? How they gon' feel this? Is blatant truth, reinforced by the realness. All my niggas got chains on, and we think it's fuck. At a dress code, rush the door, cause we don't give a fuck. Standing on the couch, pop a bottle, smoking weed. When you see them hoes flocking, and that's how you know it's me. I got power in these streets, big boy, box of briefs. And get people are EZs and these expensive ass jeans. Yeah, and I'm a beast off in them sheets. So if I want it, I'm gon' squeeze. As soon as I come in, I'm gon' leave. As soon as I'm done, then I'm gon' be back on my brown, back on these beats. Cause I could never be a nigga that had it lost and end up back in these streets. Nuh-uh, so it's all money until I'm R.I.P. And then when I see nigga, I can be. We all be O-N-E's. We bang hard like the drums on the beat. Nigga, plus hey, so now keep your ear to the street, nigga. How they gon' hear this? How they gon' feel this? Is blatant truth, reinforced by the realness. Shining in those new lights, riding for those few lights that bring peace to those who fight for love unless you lose sight. How they gon' hear this?
No, I don't watch anime.
Feel this is blatant truth, reinforced by the realness. Shining in those new lights, riding for those few lights that bring peace to those who fight for love unless you lose sight. Science is observable, testable, and repeatable. It's how we find the truth and know you're credible. It starts with the hypothesis that's just a guess about the enigma that you have to test. Once you run your labs and have your results and summarize what you did for every part, then it's peer reviewed to catch errors and improvements. Then other scientists run the same experiment. Sometimes there's different arrangements of intent, like independent variables that are tested to distinguish is the smell of it, pure, thick, furtively divertive, and assertions from a wordsmith are assuredly affirmative. Now tell me what I said in a verse that you repurpose so the audience learns it and thinks mine is subversive, subservient, and came after yours, when really the student has mastered the course. How they gon' hear this? How they gon' feel this? Is blatant truth, reinforced by the realness. Shining in those new lights, riding for those few lights that bring peace to those who fight for love unless you lose sight. How they gon' hear this? How they gon' feel this? Is blatant truth, reinforced by the realness. Shining in those new lights, riding for those few lights that bring peace to those who fight for love unless you lose sight. Truthfully, the culture that I come from ain't that good for me. Brown on brown, we hating on each other, but it ain't really deep. G-class is chains on, but really we just straight up. You fucked up and got rained on just cause you fuck my games up. I bear my sorrows in it cause that's nothing new to me. Nudity, I really pray one day we shed our skins. Tell each other it's all love and we can probably just be friends. But instead I carry my blade so you might get born again. And you might get born again. Don't forgive me for my sins and for my dogs that make through. I really pray I found an end. I seen it all, I dusted off. I seen them turn, I dusted off. I wish them well, they treat me wrong, they watch me burn. I dusted off, got it.
So I don't know if you can hear me right now, but it says reached limit of copyrighted music and video on Instagram. To avoid your video being stopped and removed, please don't share more copyrighted music during your broadcast. Removed videos can be saved, shared, or replayed. So it's saying that this is copyrighted music. Other people, these are non-exclusive features, so other people, if somebody registered with the content ID, which they're not supposed to do, Yeah, so that's the other thing that I'm probably gonna stop investing in Anno Domini features because I have to upload it through Revel, and then Revel, it won't go up on Apple Music because they're trying to clean up bigger artist profiles. Well, that's I paid for this, like, so I don't, as a small artist, I don't get to be there because they're trying to clean up their profiles. So it's not worth it. Like, this is another reason why it's not worth it. Um, I don't get full exposure. Like, I don't get on Apple Music, and Apple Music is my second biggest platform. So then I got to worry about getting copyrighted on Instagram, and I can't play my music on Instagram, even though it's my music. Um, so it's things like this, like that I'm gonna stop investing in Anno Domini. Um, they've done well for me so far, and they've gotten me further, but the investment isn't worth it. And it's things like this, and I can't put my music on Apple Music. I can't put these major features on Apple Music because they block it. So I actually want to sue because of that. If you're a lawyer and you want to sue Apple for constraining artists, you know, I don't know if I can sue or whatever, but I would. Um, but yeah, Rebel says they won't post my these Anno Domini features to Apple Music because they're trying to clean up artist profiles. Well, fuck me, I guess. So you're a piece of shit, America. It doesn't matter if you work hard. It doesn't matter if you have good music. It won't do anything. You gotta piss people off. You gotta be controversial. Um, so yeah, go listen to it. Go listen to Science. This is the other thing about Instagram that I hate. They don't. The algorithm doesn't promote like good music. You have to basically create controversy to be able to. You got to get people mad basically, so they comment and are like upset and like share it. Um, if you just have good music, it's not good enough. Like it's you have to be controversial. You have to be pissing somebody off. You have to like trigger them to want to interact. Because a lot of the times, if you just have good music, people are just like, and that's it. But if you hate it, you'll be like, oh, you suck and all this stuff. So, so I guess that's it. Then I gotta get worried about not getting kicked off of Instagram for using my own music that's apparently copyrighted. So it's not worth it. Anno Domini is not worth it for the most part. For the most part, there are exceptions, and releasing once a week is not worth it. That's not how you blow up. I have no idea what you're saying, God. Anyways, that's it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Um, expect releasing once a week until the end of the year, and then I don't know. I said that before, and then these major features were kind of paying off, and then for the most part, they don't. Like, there's one out of, if you buy a pack of four, there's one, the biggest artist might procure you a return, um, but usually it doesn't. So there's no point. Like, you can't make it off of the music alone. It's all about marketing. It's all about building community. I'm telling you. I'm not asking you. This is coming from, like, in every other guru that gets on here, they have money to be able to invest in things, to get, like, to do shows or whatever. I don't have any help. I don't, like, you're a piece of shit, America. If you're poor, hard work doesn't pay off. You also need capital to invest for marketing. Otherwise, you'll be unknown and playing to a small room. It's like a restaurant. You have, like, just because you have good food doesn't mean people are gonna spread the word. You need you need to be able to reach your audience or reach the people and bring them in. Word of mouth might work, and it is working for me, but it's slow. It doesn't work fast enough, and you're not going to reach your audience, in music, the big audience that you need, without marketing or without building a community. So that's what I'm probably going to focus on, because releasing once a week doesn't do it. Because we don't because the tools like social media and DSPs don't push your music if you just release good music. Pretty much, you could make the best song that you could make a viral hit, but if you don't have the audience base to promote it, it'll be a slow trickle to get bigger and bigger. It won't just blow up. And that's what Cato is saying. And it's just like, no. If you do it by word of mouth, it's exponential. So it's really, it grows little by little, and then it takes off. So if it does at all. But yeah. Anyways, good lesson for today. Go listen to Science. That was another blow for Instagram. Go fuck yourself, America, you piece of shit. Anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. And until next time, you take care, alright? Later, TikTok. Let's see. 46 viewers. See ya, YouTube.